Okay, right, what we're going to do is we're going to start. So, coming to our sun salutations class. So I'd like to start from a seated position. You can sit cross-legged, or if you want to, you can take a double fire log pose. So you're looking at getting the shins kind of on top of each other, and you've got space between the pelvis and the back of the calves. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Just finding your breath for a moment. And then take your hands out at shoulder height, so arms at shoulder height in front of you. Going to cross the right elbow over the left. Either bring the backs of the hands to touch or snake the hands round for eagle arms. Inhale as you lift up, and then if you can, touch the hands to the forehead. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep your mics on, but your cameras on, but I'm gonna just mute you guys so you can all hear me. Okay. So really feeling that stretch. If you don't enjoy crossing the arms like that, you can have the palms together and just bring the thumbs to rest against the forehead. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. As you exhale, imagine that the muscles in the back are relaxing, and see what that does to your shoulders. And then relaxing your arms, release your arms, hands come out in front of you. Going to cross the left elbow over the right, snake the arms round, coming back to eagle arms. Inhale, lifting up, creating space between the underside of the arms and the chest. Bring the thumbs to rest on your forehead. Inhale. Exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the back. Releasing your arms, bring the hands to the knees. If you're in double fire log pose, you're going to swap the legs around. Inhale, hands come to the side. Exhale, walk the left hand away from you. And then reach up with the right hand. If the left elbow comes down without lifting the right sit bone, then lower it. Otherwise, just stay on the palm of the hand. Gaze can go up towards the right hand, or soften and gaze can be down towards the left hand. Inhale, lifting up. Going to walk the right hand away, and then draw the left hand up. So you're really feeling that stretch through the back of the ribs. Pull down with the left buttock at the same time. So you're not lifting up and away, you're getting that nice stretch. Inhale, come up. If you're doing fire log pose, cross the legs. Hands come to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, going to walk the hands forwards, feeling the stretch, coming as low as you can. And again, try and do it without lifting the sit bones away. Inhale, push onto the fingers. Exhale, walk the hands close to the body. Sitting nice and tall. Going to take reverse prayer position or hidden prayer. Fingers point up, working at getting the palms together. Doesn't matter if they don't touch. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, soften the back. And then draw the hands down in order to release them, take them beside the body. Going to come to tabletop pose. Check your alignment. And then tuck your toes, inhale, and then exhale, draw back, downward facing dog. Push into the palms, spread the fingers nice and wide. Take the hips a little wider than you would do. Inhale, exhale, turn the heels, spinning on the toes to the left side. Lift your toes away from your mat as you push into the heels. And then lower the toes, get the connection again. Spin on the toes, heels go over to the right. Inhale as you lift the toes, stretching. Exhale, lower the toes. Inhale, go over to the left. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, release them. Spinning on the toes over to the right. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, release, and then come back to center. Begin to just walk on the spot in your downward facing dog. So if you want to bend the knees to do it, you can. Or you could try it keeping the legs fairly straight. So as I do this, I end up naturally swaying my hips from left to right. And then pause in the center. Inhale, take the gaze forwards. Exhale, slowly walk front of mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold deeply, bending the knees as much as you can. Get contact between the chest and the thighs. Hang the head. Inhale, look up to a flat back. Exhale, fold, bending the knees. We really want to work to get some flexibility in the hamstrings so early in the morning. Inhale, up to flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Allow the head to be really heavy. Take the hands, place them on the back of the neck. Fingers pointing towards your shoulder blades. And then with your thumb, just draw down the neck towards the ears, spreading the fingers nice and wide, as though you're giving yourself a lovely head massage. And as you do that, round the head down a little. And then inhale, release your hands down, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold, releasing your body completely. And then inhale, raise the hands all the way up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. So standing at the front of the mat, first visit from one of the assorted pets, big toes touching, space between the ankles. Inhale, reach the hands up. Palms meet, gaze goes to thumbs. Exhale, flowing straight down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Gaze goes forwards as you stay in a low lunge. Take the right hand to the instep of the left foot. Left hand either comes to your hip, or if you can, open the arm up, reach up towards the ceiling as you push through the heel of the right foot, keeping that engagement. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, flow the hand down, step back plank. Inhale here, push into the hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin lowering at the same time if you can. Inhale, coming through to a low cobra, release the tops of the feet. Tuck your toes, draw back through child's pose and then lift up, downward facing dog. Holding for 3 more breaths. Thinking about shifting the weight back towards the feet rather than having it over the arms or towards the hands. Inhale, raise the right leg up towards the ceiling. Push into your hands as you exhale, step the foot through. Lower the left knee. And then draw back in the hips. If you want more of a stretch here, rather than lunging forwards, and notice what happens to my knee when I do that, I suggest stepping the foot forward a little and then lunging, and then what you'll get is a nice shape to the knee, but still get a longer stretch. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, take a hold of each elbow. One more breath. Exhale, releasing your hands down. You're going to lift the left knee, draw back in the hips. Come onto the heel of the right foot as you feel the stretch through straightening that leg. And then rock forward onto the toes of the right foot as you step left foot, not so easily done, meets the right. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. And again, feel that release in the head. Allow the head to be really heavy and use your hands to find that rest in the head if it doesn't come naturally. Inhale, grounding down, coming all the way back up. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach the hands up. Gaze goes to thumbs. Exhale, flowing straight down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the left foot. Low lunge, gaze goes forwards. Keep those legs engaged, so don't soften the knee, push through the heel. Left hand comes to instep of right foot. Right hand either goes to right hip as you turn to the right or reach the hand up. Push into your hand. Notice that when I do that, my elbow does a very weird thing, so if yours does that too, just take steps to make sure that you're not hyperextending the elbow. Exhale, lower the hand, frame the front foot, step back, plank. So getting a nice straight body here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make any adjustments that you need to. Inhale, ripple forward plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming to a higher cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through. This time you're lowering the right knee as before. As you draw back in the hips, notice how comfortable you are here, and if you want more of a lunge, shuffle the foot forwards and then bring the pelvis forward so that you're not hyperextending the knee. Inhale, reach the hands up. This time it's take a hold of the opposite elbows again, but other arm on top. And then exhale, release your hands. As you do that, you're going to draw back, stretching through the heel. come onto the toes, lifting the right knee. Draw back in the hips, step forward, right foot meets left. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Draw the arms behind you and then interlace the fingers. Draw the hands down towards the right thigh. Push through the right heel, but don't look to get it connected with your mat. It's just to engage that back leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, engage in your core. See if you can bend your right knee. Slowly lower all the way down. Draw back in your hips. Gaze goes forwards and up. And then release your hands. Frame the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga or modified chaturanga. So if you're modifying, take the knees down. Draw the elbows in close to the body. Hover the chest. And then push through. Upward facing dog. Tops of feet connected with the mat. Push into the hands. Draw the thighs away from the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Holding for 2 breaths. See if you can square the hips. Doesn't matter if the leg doesn't go as high. And then exhale, step the foot through between the hands. Turn the left heel down so that as you come up into Virabhadrasana 1, you've got full support. Hands reach up. Get a bend in the right knee. Make sure you can see your right big toe creeping out. And then exhale, lower the hands down, come into a low lunge. And then pull back in the hips, step forward, left foot meets right. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands forwards as you come to chair pose. And then exhale, come to stand. Inhale. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, flowing straight down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the left foot. So staying on the toes, you're going to lift the chest away. Hands meet behind you. Draw the knuckles down towards the left thigh. Get a bend in your right knee. Feel like you're opening the chest. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the left knee down. Draw back in the hips, shuffle the foot forward if you need to. Holding for 2 breaths. And then releasing your hands, frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward plank. Exhale, slow chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. We're holding for a few breaths, so square the hips. Lower the leg if you need to. Pushing into the hands, step the left foot through, nice and slow. Spin the right heel. Draw the arms behind you first as you come up to Virabhadrasana 1. Take the gaze up to the hands, bend that left knee. Exhale, lower the hands, frame the front foot. Low lunge. Engage the back leg. Draw back in the hip, step forward, right foot meets left. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take the hands forwards, chair pose. Exhale, standing nice and tall. So hoping everyone's okay. So we're going to come to Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, reach the hands up. Gaze goes to thumbs. Exhale, draw the arms alongside the ears, open the front of the body as you take a little back bend. And then exhale, you're going to sit down into chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot forward, spin the left heel, sweep the arms behind you. Coming to Virabhadrasana 1. And then exhale, lower the hands down, step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step the foot through. Spin the right heel. Draw the arms behind you. Coming to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, we're going to lower the hands down, step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for a few breaths. Take the gaze forward between the hands, step, walk or jump, front of mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, sit down to chair pose, which I forgot there. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold straight down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, either step back plank or jump to chaturanga. Lower nice and slow. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through. Spin the heel of the right foot, draw the arms behind you. Come to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, flow the hands down, step back plank. Inhale first. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, come to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, step the foot through, spin the heel of the left foot. Draw the arms behind you as you come up, ground down through the foot. Gaze goes up towards the hands. Exhale, lower the hands down, step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Push into your hands, ground down through your heels. Sorry about my dog, he's an idiot. Take the gaze forward between the hands, step, walk or jump, front of mat. No, that's out. taking a moment in Tadasana, big toes touching. I so need to deal with this, I'm so sorry.
Pippi, Kaya, get in!
I don't know what to do. Okay, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. You're an idiot. Okay, lower the knees all the way down. Come to child's pose, stretch the hands forwards. Deep breath in. Exhale, come onto the forearms. Interlace the fingers. Take the forearms slightly wider, tuck the toes. Be ready to come to dolphin. Inhale, lifting up, draw up in the hips. Exhale here. Inhale. Maybe as you exhale, you can walk the feet a little closer to the body. Inhale. Exhale. Holding for 2 more breaths. If you want to, you could try a little kick up on one side. And then trying on the other side. Then lowering your knees all the way down, come to child's pose. Take the arms alongside the body, reach the hands back for the toes. Holding for 1 more breath. And then place the hands down, come back to downward facing dog. Step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take the hands all the way up. Gaze goes to thumbs. Exhale, we're going to fold, come into Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, either step back to plank or jump. Chaturanga, arms bent. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now this bit's optional. Step the right foot, so the heel is on your mat and the toes are off your mat, to just behind the right hand. Do the same on the left as you come to a low squat. So the squat's not optional so much, but the next bit is. From here, it's up to you. You can include a cheeky little crow early in the morning. Hands are going to come down. We're going to bring the heels together. Inhale, lift up in the hips. Tuck the backs of the arms against the shins. Push into the hand, lift just one foot. And then the other, if you can. Just holding for a few breaths. Then bring the feet down. Come back to your squat. One breath. Exhale, hands come down. Either jump back to Chaturanga or step back to plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the gaze forwards between the hands, step, walk or jump, front of mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up, palms meet. Exhale, we're going to flow straight back down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Let's do it slightly differently this time. We're going to step the heels out, go wide as we come to our squat. Couple of breaths here. And then take the hands down. Even if crow isn't in your practice, you can work with the sensation of pushing the hands into your mat, bringing the heels and the toes together. You're going to draw up nice and high in the hips. Give yourself space. Then tuck the arms. Lift one foot. Then the other, if it's available. Push into your hands. Think about connecting the toes. And then exhale. Come down. You're either going to step to plank or jump, chaturanga. Lower your choice. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you're in downward facing dog, think about the connection between every one of your fingers in your mat. And then exhale, lower your knees all the way down. Cross your ankles. Take the knees a little wider, walk the hands back towards the knees, and when they come to the knees, lift the knees so that you can come onto the feet and take the feet forward. Inhale, as you're in Dandasana, hands are either side of the hips. Exhale, you're going to walk the hands forwards, feeling a stretch through your back, through the backs of the legs. Push into your heels. If your hands reach your heels, you can take hold of them. Or you can also take your index finger and middle finger and hook them around your big toes. Inhale, gaze goes forwards. Exhale, folding down. Just a few breaths in. And then inhale, lift the chest. Away from the thighs, push into your heels as you walk your hands back to your hips. Take your right ankle and cross it to your left knee. Sit nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to walk the hands back down again so you're coming into a fold. Maybe for you, you can take your right foot into the crease of your left elbow. Inhale, come nice and tall. Exhale, uncross the ankles. So sitting tall here, finding strength in Dandasana. Cross the left ankle over to the right knee. Again, you're going to find the height first, and then exhale, walk the hands down as you're folding. So this time maybe the arch of the left foot comes into contact with the crease of your right elbow. Maybe instead you want to take hold of the foot. Nice and tall. Exhale, uncross the ankles. Bring the soles of the feet together as you come to Baddha Konasana. You're going to take a hold of the toes as you expand the chest first. And then exhale, begin to fold. So come to a point that feels good for you. You could use a book or a stack of books if you want underneath your head. And that's a nice thing about being at home, is that you could actually build your stack really nice and high with books. And rest your forehead. And then inhale, to lie on your back. Now this is where a stack of books would come into play. So we're coming to a variation of Viparita Karani, and if after the practice you feel like you want to take this for longer against the wall, obviously you can. So lying on my back, I find my books. I'm going to push into my feet as I lift up and then place my books underneath my sacrum. I haven't taken a really high stack because I want to keep some stability here. Inhale as you raise your right foot and then follow it with your left. It's going to take a few centering breaths here. Close the eyes if you want to. Have the arms at a 45-degree angle from the body. If you don't have any books, that's fine. You can just still lift the right leg and the left leg, so you're lying in an L shape on your mat. Soften the feet, and as you do that, imagine that the legs are softening as well. The hip bones are softening. The back relaxes. You can shuffle the shoulders a little until you find space between them. Allow the fingers to curl and the arms feel relaxed. Deep breath in, and then exhale, releasing your feet down. Stay here in supported bridge just for a moment. Feeling yourself relax. And then push into your heels, lift up your sacrum as you move your books out of the way if you're using them. And then we're going to hug just one knee into the chest. And then lower that foot back down and hug the other knee into the chest. Bring yourself slowly up to seated, coming to sit any way that feels comfortable for you. We're going to take a little seated meditation. So sitting nice and tall, close your eyes if you can, and allow the backs of the hands to rest on your knees. Breathing in, imagine that you're breathing light into the body. Feeling it travel down the esophagus, working its way to the lungs. And then as you exhale, imagine that you're exhaling a green, soothing mist. This really lovely, nurturing mist. Inhale, breathing in light. Exhale, a soothing mist. And the mist can be any colour that you want it to be. If there's a colour that resonates more with you, then choose that. Maybe on every exhalation you use a different colour until eventually you're sitting in a rainbow shroud of pure, relaxing energy. Still breathing like this, center down through the sit bones. Think of your connection between your feet and your mat, your seat and your mat. And see this as your tether to reality, that no matter what is happening, you're grounded. You have roots. about softening the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and then the jaw and the neck. As you do that, find some more height in the spine. Feel as though the head is floating. The shoulders are relaxed. The backs of the arms, the forearms, the hands are relaxed. The spine, the pelvis, the hips, relax. Working down the legs to the feet. Feel the whole body relax. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, sigh the breath out of your mouth. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. And attach the thumbs to the center of your forehead. And then lower the thumbs and touch your lips and thank yourself for this time. And then bowing your head, Namaste.